And I might as well point out that this thing right here, I'm saving for a larger discussion, but that's my dinosaur egg. And that is kind of the reason why I'm doing this at night, but I'll get to that at some point. So, over here, sorry, I'm just getting sat down on the stool. We got my movie collection, so I'm just going to pan over this, and anybody who's interested can pause. This blank one is Book of Eli. And this is the next row. And the last row. And that blank one is Saw 4. And then that one without a spine is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Doesn't have a spine on the other side either, so I don't really know why, but it's kind of annoying. And then we got extra controllers down here. So this is going to be my PS4 controllers. This is going to be my PS3 controllers, but I have it borrowed out right now. And that's Xbox. And then up here we have a few Sega Genesis games on that side. And over here is N64 games. But again, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm going to go over my gaming setup another time or on another video. And yeah, I might as well mention, I don't think I pointed out, I think that is skeleton number 5 there. So we got our good old green skeleton there. So let's just take this stuff over here. I do not need the stool anymore. But this right here is my kitchen area. And I'll just kind of pan over it. And I might as well start in this corner. So we got paper shredder there and vacuum cleaner. Both of those were something I bought new. Most of this stuff was secondhand, especially the furniture, but a few things I bought new. Got air fryer there, microwave there, and then unfortunately no snacks in that thing, but that's what's on the table. Over in the counter, we got that thing, which is a thing, and then we got corn, pepper, salt, and butter, because corn. And over here, of course, coffee pot, some other stuff, and more stuffs. And then also a bunch of cupboards, some emergency food on the top there. And then also those things right there, you may see them dotted throughout my place. That's because this place reeked like cigarette smoke, and they did a good job of hiding that from me, which is fun. So what they did was they kept the windows open when I came and saw it, and I didn't realize that it reeked like cigarette smoke until I shut all the windows once I'd already signed the lease, so that's fun. And then, of course, we got all this stuff. It's pretty much just, meat temperature guide, and, that's a calendar. And I didn't think that you guys needed to know what was on that, so I covered it. As for some of my cupboards in here, I have basically granny dishes. Those are not the kind of designs that I would want. However, I did want full sets of stuff, and this just happened to be a full set of stuff that was similar, so that's what I got. So those are a thing. And then up here we got more corn stuff and just random cups and all that. And over here, about what you would expect from a ghetto household. Not much in the way of stuff that is too healthy or costs too much, unfortunately. And this right here is my ode to paranoia. This is basically a stockpile of food just in case something bad happens. And then on the top is just random stuff that I got during COVID that I never really used. It's one of those things where you're not really sure how bad things are going to get, so you might as well be careful about stuff. But here is, I guess, the rest of that stuff. This is not alcohol, unfortunately, so that's virgin olive oil. And that is about it for that. So I guess I'll just go through and just do an overview of everything and see if I can think of anything that I forgot to show off. So that is the kitchen. And that's the wonderful stool I was using. And good old living room with a glorious vehicle. And I guess I actually forgot to show off this, so there's not much to show, but if I'm doing the tour, I might as well do the full tour. So, lighting's not very good here, but that's a sleeping bag, and pretty much this is just camping stuff. There's some tables there, so you may have noticed that I don't have a coffee table or anything, but I figured I'd compensate with those, so I have TV tables. Up here is just random boxes. And that right there is a nice little table that swivels, and that's it's pretty short and stuff. It's not very big, but it is the perfect size to put a console on, so any of these consoles here, if I feel like pulling them out because the cords are too short for like multiplayer sessions, I can pull those out and put it on that. And I guess I might as well pan over this stuff from over here yet again. And then one last view of the amazement of the bathroom. Wow. And then we got my wonderful room. And of course my closet that's just kind of, I don't know, controlled chaos, but more controlled than I probably will keep it. But I can't really think of much that I missed. So I'm going to go on to the next portion of our little show. That is, I'm going to turn off all the lights to make it super spoopy in here. And why I am making it super spoopy. Let's see. Please work. Thank you. It's because I wanted to show this off. And I will actually turn the gloriousness of my Viper off also. But let's wander over here. And this you can find on Amazon. It is, if you search dinosaur egg projector, you'll find it. And on that note, if I pull that off, that allows all of this stuff. And I'm not sure, this probably doesn't come out as well on the video as it does in real life, but this is pretty damn chill. And what's cool is I can be playing my games and have my VR headset on, and when I take it off, I can be greeted with this rather than having the lights on or be in complete darkness. It has chill music that plays also. However, I can mute that if I want to play games with this on without the music like in the background. But the other part of this is over here. It's It's really spoopy, so you can't tell where I'm going, but right where we began, where all the magic comes from. And yeah, because I have a toilet light, which actually is the weirdest thing I'd recommend, but it does come highly recommended. And I have this. That pretty much means that I don't really have to have lights on during the night if I'm playing games and whatnot. And if I get up from bed, as long as I can find my way to the bathroom, I don't need to turn on any lights because the toilet light does the trick for it. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, I kind of bought those two specifically so I could set up this sort of scenario where I could have a really chilled out place where I can do all my stuff in VR, where it'll be all fun, and then when I take it off, yeah, I can just kind of come to an environment like this rather than it being jarring and either being completely black or lights on and stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to see about my video games, just check out the separate video I'll make in just a second. But adios for now.